Pranam. Namaskar to each and every one of you. The human life is very precious. Each and every breath of time we have on this earth is valuable. The question is, are we utilizing it? Are we living the best of our lives? The answer is a perfect no. The reason is so simple. We do not have the knowledge of how to live. Are we aware that there is a user manual on how to live and it's called the Vedas? Unfortunately, we do not know much about them, or we have partially heard about them, or we have never bothered to understand what they are saying. The author of the book called the Vedas, the God, may have felt the necessity to teach it, and he himself appeared as Rama. Knowing Rama means knowing the Vedas and knowing the way to live our life on this earth. Now I shall get into this subject. Since my childhood, like all of you, I too had a lot of doubts about Ramayana. I shall list out. So whether we can check it whether this matches with your doubts. The first one, Rama asked Sita to go for Agni Pariksha. That means to enter into the fire to prove her chastity. Is it an injustice towards women? Okay. Second point. Rama listened to the words of a washerman and sent Sita to the forests when she is pregnant. Isn't this injustice? Okay. While judging these incidents, we should always know the cause of the avatar or the purpose of the birth. At least, do we know the purpose of our birth? Why we are born? Long before, there was a demon called Ravana, who was very powerful. He meditated for a long time and asked the Creator for a life without death. The Creator refused and said, no, it's not possible. The death is the part of life. Once you get this body, you should also leave the body. That's the process. You cannot leave this body forever. That's not possible. Now Ravana just turned himself cleverly and asked for the other boon. The thing is, okay, but let me have death, or let me not have death with the powerful things like Devas, Rakshasas, or the powerful demons and all. He ignored the human being, saying no human being can never touch me. That's what the arrogance he had. Okay. Then the Srishtikarta, the Brahma, just gave him his boon. Okay, go ahead. So Rama came to earth with human form just to fulfill this. The purpose of his life isn't only to kill Ravana and the other demons, but to show to the world how best a human being can ever live. With this background, the answer to questions mentioned earlier, I shall ask some questions which we have all accepted as never questioned. First thing, Sita in Ramayana. As you know, Ramayana to a large extent, Sita was not born to human. They call her Ayonija. She just came out of the earth. We have accepted this theory, right? You heard it. Second, Sita simply lifted the Shivadhanus while she was a child and when she was playing. And do you know the weight of Shivadhanus? At least 500 people struggle to move it a little bit. So that's the weight of it. And she happily put it aside. So now, do you still think she is a just helpless lady? Third one, Sita never asked for anything in her life, neither to Janaka nor to Rama. But one day, she was mesmerized with a golden deer which she saw and she asked, I want the deer. So do you still believe that a woman who has no desire for material things just again asked for a golden deer which she knew that will never exist? Lava and Kusha were born, and after they were grown, and after Sita handed over them to Rama, she went back into the earth. Accepted? Then she went into the fire and came out unhurt. Now let me ask you one question. Whether all these things are possible for a human being? How do we judge? Just for an ordinary human being, this is not a possible thing. And have anyone experienced this situation, like coming from the earth? Any one of us, like coming out from the earth, entering into the fire and coming out unhurt, or going back into the earth and so on? The answer lies here. The answer is very critical and the answer lies here. The writer, the sage Valmiki, he has a beautiful wish. He has a boon. Lord Brahma has given him a boon. The thing is, whenever something in Ramayana, actually when he sat down writing Ramayana, the things would automatically come to his mind. The thing is not just the things, but in a particular incident, whatever the people, different people, what all they are thinking, all those things used to come to his mind. What they are thinking, that used to come to his mind. So Ramayana is not just a story. It is just a psychological thing. Whatever the psychology of different people is narrated there. Once you understand Ramayana, it is like we are understanding ourselves, understanding the better. Okay, like this. Sita, Rama, one day this happened. Sita, Rama and Lakshman on their way to Vanavasa. So here is the clue for all our questions. On the way in the forests, they went to an ashram called Atri Maharshi Ashram. See how Valmiki Maharshi has given the clues. We have not catched it. We just ignored it. Okay, they went to the Atri Maharshi Ashram, and Atri Maharshi and his wife Anusuya Devi, both are very well known. After going there, do you know what this is? Sita went and she had a chat with Anusuya Devi. Anusuya Devi was a great saint, and after going to her, Sita said one thing about her. Her father Janaka, when he was digging the earth, she came out from the earth. This means that there is no way that she is portrayed as a human being. Rama has to come in the human birth. He has no other option. But Sita is not a human birth. But she came here because Lord Vishnu has come in the avatar of Sri Rama, and she has to support him. She came here, she lived with him, she got married, she had the children because Rama was in the human form, and only it is believed that there should be children, either male or female. There should be children for them to get moksha. That means whatever we call the Vamsha, that has to be developed. For any human, it is a mandatory thing that Vamsha has to be developed. And sometimes the God might have not given this opportunity, but that's not the internal meaning here. But he is the king and he should have children. So in this way, actually she came and she gave him the children, and after everything she just went away into the earth. Now basing this, just go back into these things, because she is a semi-goddess. That means she just came in human form. But Rama just consciously, everything, he came to the human form to kill Ravana. But Sita only came to assist him. Coming out of the earth is not a human thing. So asking for a deer, which was not her nature, is not a human thing. Lifting the Shivadhanus or bow, such a heavy weight thing, is not a human thing. And actually, you know about this, right? When she saw the deer, she just wanted it. The thing is, only then Rama would go out and Ravana would come in. She wanted the catalyst. She is catalytic. She wanted the process to go on fast. And do you know Agni Pariksha? Once Ravan was dead, Rama asked her to perform Agni Pariksha. The simple thing is to prove that she is not human. Did Rama enter into the fire? No, right? Because Sita was not just a human being, and now Ravana was killed, and no compulsions are there. He just want to prove that she is not a human being, so she asked her to enter into fire and command, and that's proved. And after that, Rama listened to the washerman's words about Sita, and he sent her. Again, she became a reason here. The reason is she went into the forest, and Lakshmana dropped her in the midst of the forest near the Valmiki Maharshi ashram. And she went into the ashram, and she gave birth to the two beautiful children. And whenever Valmiki wrote the Ramayana, these two children were the first preachers of Ramayana on the earth. She wanted Ramayana to be preached to come onto the earth. That's the reason. And once she handed over the children to Rama for further ruling, she just went back. So I thought I have clarified. Even I am happy after knowing all these things. And the next issue will be about Lord Hanuman. Do you think it's human? Again, to hold a very big mountain, Sanjeevani Parvat, and come back? Do you think it's human again to jump on the ocean and reach the other end? Just think of, Ramayana gives the clues, but we have to catch it. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varaname.